What's up you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Liesl, also known as With Love Liesl on all my social media platforms. If you are here for the first time, I hope you stay, I hope you subscribe, like, comment and become part of my family. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back you guys, and thank you for being here. If you are not following me on all social media platforms, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a follow on TikTok and also Instagram, With Love Liesl. So today I'm coming at you with a story time, and I thought while we are still in January, we are still within the new year, new me vibe, we are still trying to figure out what's next, where to from here. I thought I'll come on here and share my story with you, just to give a little hope. Growing up, I didn't have role models, I didn't have people I looked up to, I didn't know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to end up and what the direction for my life would be. So when I came to high school and everyone started talking about grades, and everyone started talking about credits and registering and like all of these things, I was just like, what are these people talking about? Like, what are you even, because I had no idea about these things. Like, I literally did not have someone who like sat with me and had these kind of conversations with me, or like these discussions. I was off, like I was. Even in my grade 10 year, when you start to choose your subjects on high school, I didn't know what subjects to choose, because to me it was like, people say that you must choose your subjects based on the career path that you want to go into, choose your subjects based on what you want to do when you are done with school. I didn't know what I wanted to do, I didn't know what was ahead of me, so I didn't choose subjects based on that. I chose subjects that I thought, this is the easy subjects, let me go with it. This is the subject that will give me a definite pass, let's go with that. So that is what I based my subjects on. I didn't base it on what I was good at or I thought I was good at. That is what I based my subjects on. Nonetheless, time goes on and people is, now I'm in matric and people is talking about applying and provisionally accepted and all of these things, and I am still lost. So one of the main reasons why I also never had any interest in these kind of conversations, because in my mind was like, I need money, like to even speak about these things. I need money, and we didn't have money. Like we didn't have money to go and study, to become this and to become that, like to go to college, to go to university, to do, like we didn't have money. That was one of the big things that was on my mind. Why would I even engage in conversations like this while I know that there's no money, like there's no income, there's nothing. So time went on and I had a conversation with one of my classmates or my peers, and it's like, so what is it that you're going to do after school? What are you going to study? And I said, no, I'm not going to study. And I was embarrassed to tell him, like, I don't have money to go study. So I just said, no, I'm not going to study, I'm not interested. And he's like, there's no way. And I'm like, no, but I'm not going to study. And he's like, no, but you can go study, like you can literally be accepted into university, like you're doing good and your grades is good and whatever. And he like spoke all of the stuff, and I was like, never mind, like you do you, just leave me. And he's like, no, there's no way. And this guy, it was a guy, so this guy literally took me by my hand and he walked with me to the principal's office, and he's like, we are going to get the laptop from one of the educators and we are going to apply for you, okay? Together we were going to apply. I was nervous because I did not know how to tell this person, like, listen, we don't have money. Like, I don't have a dime. At that time, I wasn't clued up about things. I didn't know things, and I believe in you don't know what you don't know. So I didn't know about bursaries and getting funding and all of these things. I had no clue about these things because no one told me about these things, you know? So I didn't know, and we went to the principal's office, like with the educators, and we got the laptop, we applied, and at this point I think it was already too late. Like it was close to the end of the year, and this guy now he like insisted, no, you are going to apply. And then we applied, and I was just like, whatever, like I'm just doing it because he now literally took me by my hand and made me like apply because like I didn't know, but partially like for some reason he believed that I could, even though I didn't believe that. So we applied. When I got the results back from the university, it was like, it's too late, it's too full, I need to reapply for the next take-in and blah, 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 blah. So now guys, I am done with grade 12. I've written my exams, everything is done. Start of the next year. Now I'm at home. Now, mind you, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know which direction I wanted to go in, but I knew what I did not want to do, right? So one thing that I said to myself was, I don't want to sit at home for an entire year and do nothing. Like, I don't want that gap year situation. I didn't want that, and I didn't want to sit at home and do nothing and just be bored and just clean every day and just be boring and do nothing and have no purpose, like to get up in the morning. And I didn't want, that is what I did not want to do. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do, where I wanted to go and what the plans was, but I knew exactly what I did not want to do. Right, so I'm having this conversation with my mommy. So at this point in my life, I have my mommy who is taking care of me and like financially and that. So I'm having this conversation with her and I say to her, listen, we don't have the money. I know that as much as I would like to study, the only thing that I keep on telling myself that I don't have the money. And so one thing that I do know is that I don't want to sit at home and do nothing and just be bored and just let the whole year pass by. And she's like, okay, cool, let's see, maybe you can do a short course, maybe you can do like just a 6 months or something just to keep you busy. And I'm like, that will be fine, anything as long as I'm not sitting at home and just like wasting away. Right, we start looking for colleges that I can do like a short course or 6 months, even if it's just a computer, like a computer course or whatever. Like, we're looking in the newspaper, we see colleges, and we found this one college and they tell us, no, absolutely, there is place, you can come, please come in the next day and we'll see what we can do. At this point, guys, I don't know what I'm going there for, because to me, I just want to do something. I don't know what I wanted to do. I don't know, like, I just wanted to do something. She said we must come the following day and this is what we must bring with, and we go. So, right, so me and my mommy go. So at this point, guys, my mommy was the one taking care of me financially, right? I didn't have a father taking care of me financially. It was only my mother. And at this point in time, the year after my matric year, she was not working. She was unemployed. So she was like here and there, like selling small stuffies, and so just to like get maybe like money here and there and like for bread and things like that. But she didn't like get the income, and she didn't work. She was unemployed. And here I come knowing this, already embarrassed that I can't speak with the other children about studying and things because I don't have the money and I didn't have the knowledge on funding and all of that. Like I said, I know, and my mommy know, that there's no income, she's not working. Like, I don't know what I'm going there for because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I had no direction, basically. To be blunt with you, I had no direction, okay? So we went there and the lady said, no, this place for A, B, C, and D, and you can decide. I said, no, I'll apply for business management. So there was a course for business management, and I applied for the business management course, and she said, like, we need to pay a registration fee, which wasn't a lot. I think it was maybe 200 or 250, round about there. That we could pay that, and then she was like, no, we need to wait for the results if I'm being accepted or not, but obviously the registration is non-refundable. We're like, okay, cool, and now we're applying for business management, and she explains everything to us, and now my mommy like asks, so how is the payments working? Because one thing about my mommy, you guys, like, she will figure it out. Right? She will figure things out when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, and when it comes to like making something of nothing, or like just like she will make it work. Like some way, somehow she will do calculations upon calculations, and she'll Like, she will make a plan. So now she's finding out from the college, like, how are we going to do this, like the payment, what is the amount for the course and all of it. And shame, this lady was so kind and she was so sweet at the office. She was like, no, don't worry, for now, don't worry about the funding. You can apply for a bursary and we'll take it from there. And my mom is explaining to her, like, she's unemployed and she's not working, she's not getting an income and blah 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 and all of this. And the lady's like, no, don't worry about it, mommy, like, apply for the bursary and let's see what the outcome is, and from there we can take it from there. So now the lady, she says to us, okay, the only thing is that you are not guaranteed that you will get the 100% bursary. So you might get a 70%, you might get a 30%, you might get a 50%, depending on the outcome of the financial aid office. So now, she's like, obviously it's based on your financial situation. She's like, no, but apply for the bursary, and when class start, I can start, but once I'm accepted and the classes start, I can start even like while we are waiting for the outcome. Good. So now, right, we do all of that. I think a few days after that, we get a call to say that I've been accepted for the course and my starting date is blah blah blah. I need to come to the college. Now, this is a FET college, right? So like I explained in my previous video, if you did not watch my previous video, please go and watch the previous video. So how it works is, you do 18 months theory at the college, because it's like a FET college, and then you do 18 months internship at a working place. If those people come back and they say, listen, you're only getting a 40%, then that other 60% needs to be paid. And how are we going to pay that money if we're not working, if we're unemployed, if we don't have any income? So now me and my mom is sitting, we're having a conversation, we are now at the drawing board, right? We're now trying to figure out how are we going to do this, like how, there's no way that I can now not go to the classes or not start this course, because I don't want to sit at home and I don't want to do nothing. Like, I need to do something, like I need to keep my mind and my brain stimulated. Anyway, so now we're sitting and we're thinking of ways and means, and my mom is like, if that's the case, then she needs to go and find like a job and she needs to go and work to pay this fees. And I'm like, that is not like it. And we're thinking and we're thinking and we're thinking and we're having conversations back and forth, trying to figure out like, how are we going to do this? Like, how? And yes, we prayed and we had faith and we trusted in the Lord, like for 100% bursary. Like that was my heart's desire, that these people will come back and say, they are giving me a 100% bursary and I didn't have to worry about funds or money, and also my mommy didn't have to worry. But the Bible says faith without action is dead, right? So yes, I was there and I had faith and I believed and I trusted and I prayed, I did all of those things, but I couldn't just sit there with my hands folded and be like, so can you do your work, God? So can you do your work? So can you do your job? I couldn't do that, because faith without action is dead. Like, I had to think about stuff where I had to and I mean, at this point, I was like 17 years old, right? I was 17, and why must I worry about such big money at the age of 17? But at that point, I was already like, because I was so willing and so eager to do something, I was there sitting and planning, like, with my mommy, doing So now we come to the conclusion and we're like, listen, so we had this family person who was working at this place and they were working shifts and stuff, and so like we just mentioned it like to each other. We had the conversation and we're like, what if I get a job, like maybe a casual job or a weekend job or something like that, while I'm not at college, I can do work just to get that money, and then when they do say that I only get a portion of the bursary, then I at least have funds to pay the balance. So now, you guys, we speak to this person and this person say, okay, no, it's fine, they will have a look and whatever. So the only thing this person came back and this person was like, listen, we can employ you, we can get you a job, but the only thing is we won't be able to just like book you for weekends. Like we need to book you as per normal, just like every other employee. So that means we like in between you will get days off, but whether it's during the week, whether it's weekends, like we can't just do weekends. Now guys, we are sitting here like, how are we going to do this? Like, just how? We're like, okay, let's give it a try, right? So at this point, guys, it's me and it's my mommy. Like, only the two of us really know what is happening and what is going on. So the person that we spoke to about the job, we like gave that person like a brief what it was about, and the person understood like perfectly and whatever. So now I now need to go and work and I need to study. So at this point, I think I was 17 or 18, like around about that age. Yeah. So I finished school when I was still 17 when I was done with school. So I don't know if I already turned 18 at this point or if I was still 17. Anyway, so now so with the job that I then got, they were only going to book me for night shift. And then, like I said, it was during the week, weekends I'll get my off days in between, but work as a normal person. So this, guys, is where the hectic part came in. Like, yeah, if I look back to them, like how did I even do it? Like, how did I make it? Woo, Jesus. So at this point, guys, so now I'm working, right? So now they're booking me, and I thought it was going to be like 1 day here, 2 days next week. They like booked me like for the week, for the 7 days I maybe got off 2 days, and then for the 5 days I had to work, and it was a night shift job, and I was young, and I was supposed to be in that stage of living my best life, having a good time, having fun, going out, but I could not because I had to put in the work, Then you guys, okay, that booked me. So this was my schedule, right? So now guys, this is my reality, right? So the job that I was working on that I got, it was you work from 10 in the evening till 6 in the morning. So it was a 10 till 6. So like the transport pick you up between let me see, between 8 and 9 the transport would pick you up, so you need to be done like with everything by 8. Transport pick you up, you pick up other people, get to work, do your job. And guys, the job that I was doing, it was not a cute job. Okay, let's just start there. It was not cute, it was not nice, it was not easy, it was nothing that I imagined doing, right? But I was in need, I was desperate at this point, okay? So I was going to do the job anyway. So just to paint you a picture, right? And this was my very, very, very first job. Before I even became the corporate girl that I am now, before I stepped into the corporate world, this was my very first job, and this was not a corporate job, right? So it was a distribution center that I was working at. It was a distribution center that I was working at, and it was a warehouse. So it was one of the big retail stores that I was working at, that retail store's distribution center. Okay, so the job that I was doing, basically, to me, okay, for me, I think it was a job that men had to do. Like, it was a job for men. It was not a girl's job or a lady's job. At that point, I was fresh out of school, I was young, I was maar, and I was like tingerig and stuff. So like when I stepped into this place, like the first night, I was like, what? Like, what? I was like, shoo. And the thing about the job is I had to wear safety boots, I had to wear an overall, and I had to wear, so one half of the evening you wear like your safety boots with your overall and gloves, and obviously you have to cover your head, so I have on like a doek or a cap or something. And then the second half of the evening you will wear your overall with you know those boots that they wear at the butchery. I don't know what they call the boots, like it's like the Wellingtons, but not the cute Wellingtons. It's like, what do they call it? That people work in the fisheries or in the butchery, that boots, man, but it was like up until here, till my knee. So at that point, guys, I was wearing a shoe size 1 and 2. But there's no sizes in those kind of shoes for size 1 and 2 because that's kiddies. Like I had sample feet and I had to wear size, the shoes that the shoes that they gave me, it was like a handoff. It wasn't like new shoes that they gave me, it was like a handoff of someone. So it was, I think it was a size 3 or a size 4 or size 5, something like that they gave me. So yeah, I am with this foot like size 1 or size 2, and I had to wear this shoes that was like 2-3 times bigger than my actual like foot. And now you can imagine how that shoes is going. I'm like, Lord Jesus. Anyway, so I'm working. This is my outfit for the job, and it was really, guys, it was not an easy job. It was hectic. Like, and when you walk into this job, all the other people that was working there, they have there's this pressure on you that you have, like, you need to get with it. Like, you need to just do it. Like, there was nothing of, ach shame, sy is maar nog jong, of ach shame, sy is maar nog klein en fyn, en ach shame, gee maar vir haar die makkelijk. It was not that life. It was not that life of, hy shame, gee maar vir haar die makkelijke werkies om te doen, of gee maar vir haar die, you know, het sy maar blaadjies opskeer, of so. It wasn't that life. It was, you had to do what everyone else did. Even if there was people that worked there for 8, 9, 10 years, you had to do the exact same thing that they did. En of jy nou klein is en die ander persoon is groot en jy is maar en die ander persoon, like, there was nothing that you had to do what you had to do. Like, ons word allemaal betaal. So I worked that job from 10 in the evening till 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning, I walk out of the workplace, I go get the taxi and I travel to the terminus, right? I travel to the terminus, I get there like, let me see, between 6:30 and 7 in the morning. So now this was, yeah, between 6:30 and 7 in the morning. So now at this point, I think it was already starting to be like dark in the morning. So I would get to the terminus, and then the terminus wasn't far from where the college was. So I couldn't like take the taxi from the terminus to the college because it's still dark. The college gates was still closed, and I couldn't go home. Like from there, I couldn't go home, and then from the house travel back to the college because I would have been so tired. I would not have like walked out of the house again. So I thought, listen, just travel to the terminus, sit at the terminus, laat die wind vir jou wakker waai, and then from there you wait till the other students come and you travel with them to the college, because by then the gates of the college would have been open. Anyway, so this was my routine. So now I'm traveling to the terminus, I'm waiting there till like say 7:07, get into a taxi, and then I travel to the college. From there, I'm at the college, classes start like at 8. From the college, I'm all day at the college from 8 till, let's see, I think 3:30. Between 3 and 4, depends on what classes I had. So between 3 and 4, I would be at the college. From there, I would travel, from the college, I would travel home, and I would get home like 4 for the latest. Maybe just so before 4, or 4 for the latest. I would get home at 4, and then guys, if I tell you, I wouldn't talk, I wouldn't greet, I wouldn't eat, I would do nothing, like full outfit. I would go, and I'm not in my work clothes, not the overall and all that, because I would change that, I would leave that at the workplace, and then I would put on the clothes that I went to work with, like my outfit for the night, like. Then I would just so get into bed, sleep. Now this was, Jesus. Guys, now I am not like, for me to get ready, it's not like that. It's not a quick and easy and 1, 2, 3 bam thingy. I take my time. I sit in the mirror and look at myself for 10 minutes. I look in my car, sit in front of my cupboard, and I look what I'm going to wear for another 30 minutes. Like, I take my time when I get ready. I don't rush. I don't do all of that. Like, some people can get ready in 10 minutes, then they're done. Like, that's not me. That's never been me. Up until today, that's not me. I need time to get ready, okay? So I would sleep from 4, like, and I'm telling you, the moment that I put my head to the pillow, I was gone immediately. So I would like sleep 2 to 2.5 hours for a day, right? In 24 hours a day, I would sleep 2 to 2.5 hours a day. Now, because I was not the person to get ready in 5 or 10 minutes, I could not wake up like half an hour before the van came or the transport came. I couldn't do that. I had to like wake up, because I'm gonna get up, then I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna wash, and then I'm gonna dress, and then I'm gonna, like, in my own time. Anyway, so now that was my routine for 7 to 8 months, right? Guys, on the days that I was off, I was dead. Like, I couldn't even think of, I'm going out, I'm going here, I was dead. I had to study, because in that 7 to 8 months, there was exams, there was tests, there was assignments, there was all of these things. So I had to do this routine for 7 to 8 months. And the first week of this job, I really said to myself, I don't want to be here. Like, I don't want to be here. I don't see myself here, but I am desperate. I am in need. I really want to be, how can I say, I really want to be prepared for whatever the outcome of the college would. At this point, I didn't see outside, really. I didn't really see outside. So at this point, I was like, it was hectic, because like, you go to work, from work, you go to college, from college, you come home, you sleep for 2 or 2.5 hours. You start that process again. When it's your off days, you don't want to hear anything, you don't want to see anything, you just want to sleep. Like, it was, guys, if I tell you, it was hectic. At this point, I didn't know about, there's a lot that I didn't know. And I had that routine for between 7 to 8 months, and I was already in my 2nd semester at college. And then only they gave me the results of my bursary. So then they gave me the results, and they said, by now I've already saved up all my money that I got from this job. And when they came back and they said the results came back for my bursary, guys, tell me why. Tell me why did I have to live that life for 7 to 8 months? They came back and they said, I qualify for a 100% bursary. I wanted to literally cry when they gave me that results. Or maybe I did cry. Because I worked my butt off. I had to motivate, encourage. I had to do everything every day to get myself up and say, there's a reason why you're doing this. There's a purpose why you're doing this. And guys, it was, I just don't want to cry now when I'm thinking about it. I want to cry because wow, that was hectic, you guys. My body couldn't, like, and to work at night when everyone else is also sleeping, like, it's a night shift job, and your friends is out, your friends is here, they are there, you are young, you were supposed to like enjoy, like you are doing this, you are hustling so hard because wow, that was hectic. That was really hectic. Like, people complain today, I hear people complain today about how they work a lot, how they work hard, how they work extra hours, how they do all of that. Imagine, I was doing the work that a man was supposed to do, and I was working night shift, and I was doing hard labor. It was hard labor, right? And from there I had to go to college, different classes, listen to different lecturers. I had to study, I had to do assignments, I had to do tests, and I couldn't fail. I could not fail. I had to give my best, I had to do my best, I had to be the best, right? And also, when I got to college, one of the things that I said to myself when I finished my matric year was, I never in my life want to see accounting again. Like, I never wanted to see again. Get to college, my first semester, I need to do accounting, compulsory. So now I'm like, guys, it was, Jesus. It was no game. It was no game. It was no, like, literally for 7 to 8 months, I had 2 to 2.5 hours sleep every single day. Like, it was hectic. It was hectic. So that was my life for, like I said, 7 to 8 months. After the 7 or 8 months, they said to me, listen, so you get 100% bursary, and you also get transport money, and you also get money for food, and you also get books money. Like, you get all of this money, and the money that for the first 6 months of your studies, that where they didn't give you all that, like that they're going to pay you out your fees for the first 6 months, but they're also giving you the money for your food. And so I had all this money that I was working for, right? I had all this money that I was working for, that I saved up, and now they are giving me my food money, my transport money, my books money, all of this, and they're giving me the money of the previous 6 months. So now I had all this money. I'm like, ek gaan nie terugwerk toe nie. Like, I was dead at this point. I was walking, like, I was dead at this point. I was tired, I was drained. I literally wanted to just cry the day when they gave me that results. I went to my mom and I said, I'm done. I'm not going back to this job. I'm not going back, because I got 100% bursary, and this 100% was up until my studies was finished. I got 100% bursary. I have saved up some money. I have this money that the college is going to give me. I'm not going back. Like, there's no way. And I left the job. I was like, I could finally, like, be a student. I could finally, like, be a child at this point. Like, I could, like, finally be like, like, enjoy, like, stuff and go places and that. And so that is what I did. I left the job, and I had this money, and I got 100% bursary, thank God, and I was grateful, and I was thankful, and I was happy, and I was blessed, and I was and so I had to go through that. I believe I had to go through that I believe that phase of my life, it built my character for where I am today. Like, I only know hard work today. I know what it is to do hard work. I know what it is to do hard labor. I know what it is. So today, you might look at me and you might think, oh, she dressed nice. Oh, this and this and that. Oh, she's a corporate. This was not always the case, right? So I was in a place of desperation. I was in a place of need, and did what I had to do to survive. I did what I had to do, and I thank God that He gave me the strength, and that He gave me the wisdom, and that He gave me the knowledge, because if I look back today, I'm still asking myself, how did I do it? How did I manage that? But I can say that it was only by the grace of God. I could not have done that on my own. I could not have managed to live on 2 hours of sleep for 7 to 8 months. I could not have managed to do that by myself. So I want to encourage you and say to you that if there's something that you really want to do, or burning desire in your heart that you really want to do, and it seems like nothing is working, that it's impossible, that I want to say to you that go the extra mile, put in the work, and try at all costs to do it. And in the process where you are trusting the Lord, you are having faith, you are praying about it, also put in the work, because faith without action is dead. And yes, I could have said, let me just chill and see what the college is going to say. What if the college came back and gave me a different outcome? Where would I have been? I would have been in debt. At 17 or 18 years old, I would have been in debt, owing the college money. But you know what? The Lord gave me wisdom, and He said, He gave me wisdom, He gave me the opportunity, and He sent me on the path of the right people at the right time. So I want to encourage you today that if we're still in January, it's still the beginning of the year, maybe you're at the point where you're saying, where do I go from here? I don't have this, I don't have that, what do I do next? Research, phone places, go on Google, go online, look for ways, speak to people, contact people, be curious. When people speak on stuff, ask questions, you know. You don't know what you don't know, and you are not stupid for asking questions that you don't know things of. So all the best with your future plans, all the best with what it is that you want to do. I really hope and I really pray that something will come on your way, and that the Lord will send the right people on your path, so that you can draw strength from them, you can draw knowledge from them, you can draw from what they have experienced in life, because we only go through things in life to help someone else, to encourage someone else, and to be an influence to someone else. So I do hope that this video encouraged you to hold on and to push forward, and I hope that the right people will come on your path, and yeah, you will persevere, and you will stand strong, and that whatever it is that your heart desire, that the Lord will bless you. From me to you. Until next time, with love, Liesl. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.